Hi there folks, how are we doing today? My name is Dustin Cole and I'm going to be doing a presentation on ethics and values for Business 442, which is taught by Dr. Jim Hanna. Okay, so as we go into the first slide here, we're looking at worldview. For my worldview, I chose utilitarianism, and the reason I chose that was because it's for the greatest good, for the greatest number of people. And I really chose that because the line of work that I'm in deals with recovery from drugs, recovery from alcohol, and that ties in together because of the fact that when you help somebody from recover from alcohol or drugs, you're not only helping that person, you're helping their families, you're helping the community, you're helping plant the seed to others to show that it's possible for them to grow, it's possible for them to get better. It's showing them that there's a chance. So for the greatest number of people, so one person getting sober can show many different people that they can get sober. So that's kind of where my mind was when I chose that utilitarianism aspect in this. And going further, one of the next bullet points I have is do we need a moral code of conduct to guide us? Now for myself, I say yes, because that's key in keeping your moral compass geared in the right direction. Because there's many people who don't have a moral compass, and their values and ethics may be off or askew, and so the things that they follow or believe in may be all over the place. And for myself, speaking, if I have a moral compass that is guided with Christ, and something that I hold, values that I hold true to, then the pendulum's gonna swing a little bit less, whereas people that don't have it will swing a lot more. So those are things that I look at, and I try to think if I didn't have a moral compass or moral values, where would I be at today? So some of the other things that I looked at is selfless service or servant leadership. So that plays into utilitarianism in the sense that by serving more, giving more of yourself, being less selfish, being less self-centered. By doing this, it helps a greater number of people. If more people did this, we'd be able to reach out to more people and have a greater impact on the community. By just giving more of yourself, I've noticed that the rewards from that are just immense, and it's something that I found in recovery, and it's just that selfless service work by helping another person go through this program. It is the reward from that has been so great for me, and it's helped guide me and make me a stronger person, more rounded person. So those are other things that I kind of tie in with utilitarianism. Moving on to the next slide, we look at the most significant learning outcomes. Social responsibility. What factors play a role here? So some of the different factors that play a role for myself that I see are social issues that are going on in the world today. So an organization that can delve into the social issues that the world is struggling with, and can kind of fine tune and put their hand on those and see what they can do to help, as opposed to turning a blind eye and not doing anything. It's really a big plus that when a company can do that, because this company's already cemented. This company's already turning a profit. This company's already had a big, strong presence in the community. So for them to reach out in the community and say, "We're with you. We're here to help you, and we're here to guide you," that's a strong statement to be able to do that, and it's a strong statement to be able to give in different ways, like being volunteers in the public or philanthropic work, by giving back to the community, because like I said, if this company's already been turning a profit and they're successful, and they can give back to the community and help build up a socio-economic status in the community that may be struggling, and doing different programs that help people with issues of homelessness or issues of looking for jobs, having maybe a daycare system for people that work. Whatever the case may be, there's different things that they can use to help out the public. Legal responsibilities in the public, making sure that they're doing their best efforts to make sure that their side of the street's clean. And if they make sure their side of the street's clean, they won't have any blowback coming back on them saying, well, what about you when you did this? Or how about this date when you guys went about something this way? If your side of the street's clean, you don't have to worry about any of that. And then that ethical belief will then transfer over into the community when you're doing stuff in the community. When you're helping them, people look back on you and say, you know what, that company's really good because they did this, this, and this. So different things will help with that. And as long as you're ethically sound, then you don't have anything to worry about. So moving on to the next one here, we're going to look at, why should your business care about social responsibility? Your business should care about it because the more effort you put into the community, the better results you'll get back. If you want to just hide in a corner and make your money, that's fine. Do what you got to do. But you're not going to be looked at as somebody to lean back on in the community. And when times are tough, communities need that. Organizations are there to help. And if you're especially in a situation where you can help, it always comes back on you tenfold. So how does corporate responsibility affect the bottom line? By like I said, by giving back to the community, it'll always come back on you. And when your side of the street's clean and doing those things in your community, it will always come back on you, and it'll show. So the next slide here that we're going to get into is moral philosophies and values influence individuals and group ethical decision making in business. So if you have a strong moral and ethical value system set in your business culture, then chances are you're going to have a good opportunity to move forward and with great success because you've already had that foundation built from the beginning. You're able to teach your employees what you want and what your vision is, and with that you can help mold people and help them grow into the men and women you want them to be. So always the golden rule. The golden rule is so important here. Being able to do what you want people to do to you. So if you want to do good business, then you're gonna produce good business. So some of the other ones are building strong values starts with the mission statement, like I was saying, starting from the beginning, having a good set of what you expect from your workers and what you expect from your business moving forward. Also, positive values and ethical decision making is contagious. So if you're doing this and you're the people in your company see this, you as a leader are the one that everybody looks at. So by doing that, working in the right direction, people are going to see that and say, you know what, this guy, he's a good dude. I want to continue working with him because he does good business. So those things moving forward will continue to help you with your bottom line and continue to help you have success. So it all starts with the leadership. And on to the next one here, action plan. Action plan, speak up. If there's something going on, use your voice to speak up and do your part. Because many things happen where somebody doesn't say nothing because they don't know if it's their place to speak up and say that something's not ethical. Because they can watch things and from afar and see how things are going and they don't feel comfortable with it. 9 times out of 10, people aren't going to say nothing. Speak up. Talk to the people in charge and use your voice. When something feels wrong, you voice your opinion. Because if nothing's said, you can be that one person to change. You got to be the change agent inside your organization to make a difference. And don't just go with the flow. Because if you go with the flow, the next person's going to go with the flow, and then it's going to be a cyclical pattern. Everybody's going to go with the flow, and it's not going to produce results. So ethical dilemmas may trigger change. If something doesn't feel right in your gut, and you have that gut feeling, man, something's wrong here. I don't know if I should continue doing this. Somebody asks you to do something in the business that isn't ethically sound, and you're like, man, I don't know. If you just go with the flow, you're part of the problem. So you need to be a part of the change, part of the results, and that starts with you. By you changing and doing something about it, it's going to create results in a positive manner. Pull your leaders aside, pull your management aside, and say, hey, this is going on, and I don't feel comfortable with it. And think before you act. Many times, if you take a step back and say, you know what, something doesn't feel right here. I need to think about this. 9 times out of 10, may be wrong. may be wrong for you to continue going with that. So by thinking about it and making the right decision, you've already set yourself up for success in the future, because you're not just jumping. You're saying, okay, let me run this by somebody, or let me do this in the right way. So that's my action plan. Because if you don't have an action plan and you continue just going with the flow, and you're not going to get results. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to listen to my slide, and look forward to hearing some feedback. So thank you very much, and have a good day.